Okay, so Jacco went early this morning at 5:30 a.m. to Humboldt National Park to see if he could see some of these fabulous endemic Cuban species. And like I said earlier, the world's smallest hummingbird, I said, and Jacco said, no, the world's smallest bird. So Jacco, tell us all about your adventure.
So we left our casa here about 5:30 this morning. Ray, our driver, and Roberto, one of our hosts, and I drove out to Humboldt National Park. Took us about an hour to get there. We saw our guide Indio walking up the road, so we picked him up and walked around the first trail for I would say about an hour and a half. Saw a bee hummingbird. Actually, we saw several bee hummingbirds. Had amazing looks. Had about this big of a bird.
Nice.
Um, Many Cuban trogons, which look them up. Wow. And all kinds of other great local endemic birds. The Guntlax hawk. Look it up. It's very pretty as well. And yeah, it was amazing. So then after that, we drove back down the road, went to a different trail. Our host Ray had joined us or our driver Ray had joined us for the first hike, not the second one. He drove off to a river and just laid in the water while we hiked and got really, really hot.
He had the right idea.
He did. But we hiked some other trails, looked for, in particular, the gray-headed quail dove, which we heard but did not see, which, since it's a quail dove, is not unexpected. But saw a bunch more of the endemics, so I think all in all we saw 15 or so of the endemics, maybe a few more, some West Indian endemics, so very, very, very productive day. So some really cool things. I saw a frog that fit on my thumbnail, saw a millipede that was thicker and longer than my index finger, and all around good times, good company, wonderful, wonderful morning, and more good news. We were able to handle the tire issue.
Yeah, our car had a flat.
We were able to handle at least much of the gasoline issue.
Imagine that. We had to get permission.
We need to get government authorization to be able to buy 10 liters, but
Yeah, they weren't selling gas, but
Nope.
there was dispensation for tourists who needed to leave, but we had to go get government permission
yes.
to
So
get 10 liters.
I got to go to the local government office, get a little slip of paper, and off we went.
Yeah.
I came back here.
How many lifers do you think you got today? Just
Today,
a guess.
Um,
That means birds he's never seen before in his life for those non-birders out there.
probably more than 10. Also had really great looks at a Cuban solitaire. It's a kind of thrush. Doesn't look like much, but listen to its song. Holy hell, it's so pretty.
He's such a birder.
Very
All
pretty.
right.
So, good day.
Thanks, handsome.